All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the closed session of the Hermosa Beach School Board for today, Wednesday, August 9th, 2023. Calling the closed session to order. Dinah, would you take the roll, please?
Board Member Barrow, absent. Board Member Cluth,
Present.
Board Member Bove LaMonica,
Present.
Vice President Clerk Cole,
Present.
President Gardner,
Present.
4 present, 1 absent.
Thank you, Dinah. We will now open it up for public comment. Seeing nobody in the room, we will close in-person public comment. Do we have anybody on the virtual?
No virtual comments.
All right. With that, we will close public comment for the closed session and we will adjourn the closed session. Thank you, everybody. All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the open session of the Hermosa Beach School Board for today, Wednesday, August 9th, 2023. We are calling the open session to order. Dinah, will you take the roll, please?
Board Member Barrow, absent. Board Member Cluth,
Present.
Board Member Bove LaMonica,
Present.
Vice President Clerk Cole,
Present.
President Gardner.
Present.
4 present, 1 absent.
Perfect. There is nothing to report from the closed session. So we'll move on. If everybody please rise for the flag salute. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we'll move on to approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Thank you, Jen. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Maggie. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agenda is approved. With that, we will move on to announcements. Dr. Johnson.
Thank you, Doug. I'd like to invite up former board member and also a member of Kiwanis, Kathy McCurdy, who's here to talk to us about a donation on behalf of her family.
Do I need to do, oh, no, there we go. Hi, Kathy McCurdy. Longtime Hermosa resident, 18-year school board member, and very emotional tonight. Welcome the big crowd.
That's one more than we usually have.
Yeah, I remember the day. Mostly not big until we built the gym. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
It's nice to meet the new members of the board and thank you for your service. I have actually a couple of presentations to make tonight because I'm also a Hermosa Beach Kiwanian, and my committee, Youth Services, donates to the school district as well. We donate to the Ed Foundation. We've donated to counseling programs. And tonight I'm presenting a check from the Kiwanis Foundation for $2,500 to be used at the discretion of the board and staff.
Oh, thank you.
We also have an upright piano at our Kiwanis Hall that has been a tradition for years that is now becoming an issue for storage. And I've talked to the school district principals, superintendent about donating that piano to the school district. And I understand you have a new music director that's coming on board. So our hope is we can donate the piano, deliver it, and tune it to this school site of your choice. So with
That'd be
that,
awesome. Thank you.
there's that. Secondly, this is the hard part. My husband, Dick McCurdy, started the Ed Foundation in 1992. He was the founding board member that went out and got a bunch of community members, parents, to start it because he said, I want you to run for the school board. I want to support you. I want to support the schools. Oh, this is terrible. Okay.
You're all good.
No. He put a great team together. Brad Baker, our local attorney. I don't know if you all know him on Pier Avenue. He's also a fellow Kiwanian. He wrote the 501c3. And so when we created our trust, we put money into our trust for the Ed Foundation and our Kiwanis Memorial Scholarship Fund. So tonight I'm presenting a check on behalf of my husband to the Ed Foundation for $10,000.
Thank you.
I can give these to you.
Hello, there we go. Thank you. I will happily accept this donation, and thank you because while this is $10,000, I am sure you and your husband and fellows are responsible for millions of dollars that have been donated to the district. So thank you. And we have this certificate of appreciation for you. And even though you're a little watery-eyed, we'd like to take a picture as well too.
Okay.
Doug, if you could join us.
Yeah, I just, for those of you out there that are listening from home, think about it. When you make your will, your trust, consider your favorite organizations like we did to contribute.
Get in the middle.
Oh. Hello. Hi. I love your daughter, by the way. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kathy.
All right.
Kathy, really appreciate it. And also too, I have to say as well, I mean, like, not only does Kathy donate and give and support, but she also subs in the front office, which is maybe perhaps the greatest gift that you get this year. Yeah. So 24th. Probably need you the first day. All right.
All right, these are.
Right. Always wonderful to have our community members, past board members, and partners in the room. So moving on to public comments, we will open for public comment from the audience to the board. Seeing nobody in the room anymore, we will close in-person public comments. Do we have anybody in the virtual?
No virtual comments.
No virtual comments. All right, we will close public comment and we'll move on to superintendent update.
Thank you, Doug. First off, I'd like to thank HBA. We had our negotiation session last week. It's been a great negotiation over the course of summer, and we've accomplished a lot. HBA has been such an awesome partner over the last 4 years and much beyond before I came. But just those negotiations are pivotal. They are tough and they advocate well for their members, but we really believe we work together in order to do what's best for kids and staff. So looking forward to more negotiations to come. We also last week had our leadership retreat. I want to give thanks to Doug and Jen who were there to give us wise words. And then a special thanks to Tony Drockton from Hammett, Anthony Morrison from the Londoner Salon, and Raquel Rogers from Vista Soothby, who came and talked to our leadership team about what is the meaning of great service and serving your community. They were fantastic, and just another example of us working with the city and our business community partners in order to work together to do great things for the community and students. The back to school rally is coming up fast on 8/21, where we get all of our staff together to kick off the year right. It's going to be at the Hermosa Valley Gym with that brand new mural. It's going to be a fun day. Rumor has it that there's going to be the Miracosta dance team alongside the Little Hermosa dancer girls. There's probably a better term for that, but it's going to be very cute, very fun. And then there's also going to be the superintendent quiz show, cash prizes. So looking forward to it. And then the first day of school, Thursday, August 24th. Don't forget, Thursday, August 24th. Not after Labor Day this year. We are rolling the clock back in order to make sure that our students that are leaving us at 8th grade at the end of the year have the opportunity to participate in summer activities and transition activities at the high school level, as well as things like junior guard, which are staples of our community. Then back to school night, save the date, Wednesday, September 6th at Valley, Thursday, September 7th at View, and Tuesday, September 12th at Vista. Then we closed it out with the back to school picnic, Friday, September 8th at Valley. If you have not gone to the back to school picnic, I highly recommend it. It's a blast. I mean, like it is more than just the school community hangout. It is like becomes like the Hermosa hangout. So come one, come all. And then board, looking forward to working with you at our board retreat workshop. For our retreat, we'll be traveling to Hermosa Beach, which I hear is a destination location.
It's lovely that time of year.
To work through setting the year off right and re-reviewing our goals and looking forward to planning for next year. All right, and that is the superintendent's update. If there's any questions.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Any questions for the superintendent? Seeing none, we will then move on to board reports. We got any board reports? Quinn? Good. Maggie?
I have an update from the South Bay Coalition Against Hate, but I'm going to forward it out because there's more than 10 bullet points on here. So I'll have Dr. Johnson push it out. I think the biggest thing is that Redondo Beach is going to be hosting a talk that's invited for the South Bay community in October, and that is going to be an author talk by John Connors. So we'll send all that out to the community.
Sounds good. Thank you. Jen? All right, we're good. Moving on then. Just rolling. Move on to superintendent report and board discussion. Our only item tonight is R-04-2324, the facilities update. Dr. Johnson. Yeah, it's going to be a record break. Sure.
Good evening, board. This is facilities update number 4. And I am excited to share things are moving and shaking all across the district this summer. All right. As mentioned in the past, key priorities of Measure S were completed now going on almost 2 years ago. Hermosa schools, though, applied for state matching dollars under the Measure S bond, and we received it, $3.75 million in May 2023. We quickly scrambled and jump-started our Hermosa View and Valley modernization projects, which we had been planning for once that money had arrived, and just in the nick of time for summer work. All right, so the Hermosa View summer projects are currently underway. There you see a variety of projects that are happening, and there are that cute pink bathrooms with the tile floor, and there you see the bathrooms now, and I assure you it will be done on time. It's coming along. I've seen some of the finishing works, and it's looking great. Next up, the Hermosa View classrooms. This was work to replace the ceilings and also to repaint the walls and the trim and do the carpet floors. It looks great. I'm telling you, like, especially when you see it in person, but the ceilings look so good. Paint is fresh. The carpet is really nice, matching luggage with the other buildings. I think that yeah, I'm really excited to get everyone on the campus and see it. There you see Hermosa Valley summer projects. There was the bathrooms before. Look at that. There was the bathrooms after. There you see that spackled floor, nice walls coming together. The fixtures are being installed as we speak right now. But these bathrooms are really nice looking. Kudos. The epoxy idea was genius. It's going to make for much cleaner looking floors during the course of the day, as opposed to like that lighter gray tile. And there's a number of projects going on all the way from plumbing to the classrooms. Continuing on the Hermosa Valley summer projects, there you actually see on the left side That is the new space for the 6th grade science room. For those of you who had the opportunity to be in Mr. Underwood's room, it's a very small room. So we knocked down a wall and combined it within the classroom. And this is going to be a new 6th grade science lab facility. And we also just redid the plumbing. So all the kitchen sinks are going to work as well. And there up in the right-hand corner, the new district office has been placed in a classroom relocated from Vista to Valley. So that's Paula's new home. All right. And then continuing on at Hermosa Valley, this is a classroom before and then a classroom after with new paint, new carpet, new sideboards. Looks great. The furniture was being moved in this week. So these rooms are in the 5th grade wing are pretty much ready to go. At Hermosa Vista, yes, Hermosa Vista got some love too. So there you see, if you've been on the 2nd floor of Hermosa Vista, there was like this little alcove area. So we have converted that into the wellness center. And there is the storefront office. If you didn't know, you wouldn't know. Like if you didn't know that wasn't there. And then we'll be doing some frosting. So like there's privacy on that screen and then putting a screen on the other side. So that office can have some privacy. It's really nice. We call it it's the nicest office in the district for sure. So congrats, Troy, you earned it. And then we're currently working on the former district office is becoming the special education service center, and that work is underway right now. So there you see a breakdown of the costs, big top view, all the way from the 3 sites, the fees that are associated, and some technology costs. Then we can break it down by the view cost there. Can we move that cursor out of the way, Dinah? Oh, is that just like frozen in time there? That's interesting. Okay. I'll let you guys work on that. Hermosa Vista cost. So there's the storefront, and then we did some HVAC work as well too. And then the Hermosa Valley cost, which is all the way from paint, flooring. There you see the demolition of the columns. This was the vast amount of work took place at Hermosa Valley. Hermosa Valley is getting the love it deserves. We're really excited. I took Sylvia for a mini tour today for some of the work that she hadn't seen. But I think you're going to be really, really pleased with what you see. It's pretty exciting to see. Maggie, I think you were on campus a little bit, so it's pretty cool. There's a lot happening. All right, so when we last met, all these projects were pending, and now they are all underway. The only one that's I would say pause, is just the restroom conversion. That's because it's under DSA review. That work will probably take place somewhere during the course of 23, 24 during one of the breaks. But that work is also not imminent, and that's converting some classrooms to TKK standard at Hermosa View School. But other than that, kudos to the team. Nancy, Paula, great job. They made it happen. A lot of work. Thank you. At this time, I'll take questions.
Yeah.
What's the audiovisual work that was happening at Valley?
Yeah, so at Valley, every classroom is receiving an HD TV, and we're doing custom hookup based off of that teacher's feedback. So some are going to be placed on rolling carts, like to be manipulated through the room, and some are having custom placements. We're moving more and more towards non-standardized classrooms where they fit the use of the space.
Any questions? Jen?
Yeah, thank you to both.
Yeah, thank you to everyone. It's going to be really fantastic. I think the kids are going to be very excited when they come back in a couple of weeks to all new rooms and fixtures and bathrooms. I think that one in particular. So it's awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
you. All right. Just flying through here. We move on to consent. Is there a motion to approve the consent calendar? So moved. Thank you, Quinn. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Jen. All in favor? Aye. Consent is approved. All right, moving on to board action. We do have a number of these today. But we'll do some good, starting with business B-24-2324. The purchase order limit increase for fiscal year 23-24. Paula.
Hi, it is recommended that the board increase the purchase limits from currently 10,000 to 20,000 for supplies and furniture, and from 7,500 to $10,000 for repairs. So we will have to bring less items to the board that are under these limits.
Thank you, Paul. Is there any questions? No? All right, less work for us. Love it. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Quinn. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Jen. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Moving on. B-25-2324, the contract for the installation of play equipment at Hermosa View School. Paul.
Approval is recommended for the contract with R.E. Schultz to install playground in the secret garden area in the back of Hermosa View.
Thank you. Any questions, Jen?
Excited.
Yeah. This side?
Just, can you give me like 5-10 seconds on what's going in there?
Maybe Nancy can speak to that. Come to the mic, please.
We're working.
Hello.
Nancy, if you could talk into the microphone, please.
Hello? Okay.
Yeah.
We have spinners and we have panels that are interactive that light up. Simon Says. We have tunnels and we have playhouses and benches. We're filling it 1 foot with a wood fiber, like a rubber wood fiber, so it'll absorb the fall should there be one. But super cute, all primary colors, very interactive. I think the kids were really going to love it. We did a lot of work and research on what we chose and worked with Hillary.
It's behind a gate and will be for certain kids or certain occasions.
This space is available to all students. I mean, like, though it'll be primarily utilized for students that have sensory needs, I mean, like, or require quiet space, I mean, like time in order to be calm, you mean like, or to be redirected. But we want to do that in like the most pleasant space we could possibly dream of.
Okay.
With our beautiful weeping willow.
It is lovely. Can I throw one idea into the suggestion box? My oldest daughter, learned all the states and all the capitals in the old view blacktop area that had a lovely outlined and colored map of the United States with all the states in it. Is that something we could replicate?
Sure, we could definitely take a look at that for the blacktop. Yeah.
As a Canadian or as an American?
I needed help.
We can see if we can include Ontario as well. Too.
Extra points if you put the Canadian provinces.
And connect Alaska to North America. That's all I'd ask.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many kids in college were like, is Alaska by Hawaii? I'm like,
All right. Any other questions on this one?
I motion that we approve this.
All right. Thank you, Quinn. Is there a second?
second.
Second.
Thank you, Jen. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved. Getting some stuff. Awesome. All right. Moving on. B-26-2324. The contract for additional plumbing work at Hermosa View School. Paula.
Thank you. It is recommended that the board approve the additional plumbing work that is required for 3, 4, and 500. Previously at the July meeting, you approved some exploratory work. They found some plumbing problems within the bathroom, the drains, and in the classrooms, the lines were actually clogged with rocks and silt. So they need to put all new plumbing in and get that taken care of.
That sounds extensive.
Yes.
All right. Any questions?
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Sounds expensive, but necessary.
Mhm.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Jen. A second. Thank you, Quinn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Moving on, B-27-2324, the vendor ratification for Beano Construction for the cow-shaped plumbing projects at Hermosa View and Hermosa Valley School. Oh,
It is recommended that we ratify Beano Construction as the construction company managing the plumbing project for CalShape.
All right. Any questions? This side, to the left, none. To the right, none. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Maggie. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Quinn. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Next one, B-28-2324, vendor ratification for Modern Air for the cow-shaped ventilation project at Hermosa Valley School.
Thank you. It is recommended that we approve Modern Air as the vendor handling the CalShape ventilation project. Previously, you approved the CalShape grant. Now we need to approve the vendor that's performing the work.
Sounds good. Is there a motion?
So
Or
moved.
questions? Sorry, I forgot questions. Are there questions? None? All right. We'll take Quinn's motion. Is
Second.
there a second? Thank you, Maggie. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion is approved. All right, moving on to B-29-2324, the service agreement for the elevators. Paula.
It is recommended that the board approve the service contracts from Schindler to service all three sites. We want to be with one vendor. Currently, one elevator is from Schindler. So we want to be with one company that's in the modern times that can handle any problems that we have.
All right, any questions?
Right. Are they all Schindler elevators or are they all Otis elevators or how does that work?
There's one Schindler, one Otis, and the third one at Valley. Tyson,
And so Schindler, can they service Otis?
Yes.
Okay, great.
yes.
Thanks. No questions.
All right, is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Jen. Is there a second? Thank you, Maggie. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. All right, moving on to B-30-2324, the upgrade order agreement for the Hermosa Valley School elevator.
It is recommended that the board approve the upgrade order. This is a service request for Schindler to come out and diagnose our intermittent problem with the elevator at Valley.
All right, any questions? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Jen. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Maggie. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next one, B-31-2324, the purchase of the Volcom digital clock EMS PA system. Paula.
It is recommended that the board approve the purchase of the Volcom digital clock EMS system for Hermosa Valley. This is for campus safety.
Yeah, these things are awesome. So, is there any questions?
Yeah, can you just maybe give me 10 seconds on what it is?
I'll defer to Aaron. It's his item.
Hello, board. The Valcom clock system is a digital system and it's mostly networked. So in that, it's hooked up centrally. All of our other schools, which is View and Vista, already have the system in place. So we want to match it and unify it so we can do mass EMS alerts if necessary when the time comes, and for it to all be centrally controlled or controlled via designated VIP people who need to, have that access.
Okay, so it says clock and I'm trying to just picture in my.
Right. A clock. It's a digital clock. It's rectangular. It has digital readout and which you can display LED messages and alerts. And it also play an automated text to speech message across it saying alert, an active shooter alert, please lock down. So it's messaging and audio.
Is it in all the classrooms or is it just in one central
It's
location?
in all the classrooms,
Got it. Okay.
hallways.
Great.
Thank you.
Any other questions? A motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Quinn. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Jen. I'll take care of it. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. All right, next one, B-32-2324, the purchase of the interactive display boards.
It is recommended that the board approve the interactive display boards for Hermosa Valley for all the middle school classrooms to modernize digital learning. And this will make it district-wide that every classroom will have this technology available to them.
Great.
That's awesome. Are there any questions?
Are there going to be professional development on how to use these boards? Are they complex? They smart boards?
Yes, they are not too complex. They function much like your cell phone, point touch. They're touch based. So you'll have a working area where you can pull up apps and do remote to your desktop. So you can pull in whatever you're working on and use the features it has with the touch. It also be interactive with the kids. They can come up in the very sturdy product by LG.
And so teachers will get trained on how to use it?
Yes, they will. Of course.
All right, are there any other questions? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Jen. Second. Thank you, Quinn. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, moving on to B-33-2324, the purchase of new Chromebooks. Oh,
Hi, it is recommended that the board approve the purchase of new Chromebooks for students.
sounds good. Are there any questions?
The current number is 509. It's to replace the Chromebooks that are currently in classroom carts that are from 2016. So in order to keep in line with testing and to keep that West up to date, it's recommended that we invest in some new Chromebooks for the next generation of years. Yeah, only 7 years.
And these will be just for elementary?
Yes, yeah, they were part of those carts.
And what's the current life cycle of a?
The current life cycle with Chrome, exactly, that's the big pull, the big push is 5 years. The license will last us 5 years, and we have 5 years of service and support.
And what do we do with the outgoing ones?
The outgoing ones should be recycled or used in a very limited capacity. They're on their last legs, pretty much.
Thank you. Jason, there's a Hermosa Beach group called Laptop Elf that
Ooh.
refurbishes and takes electronics and does things with it. I don't know if there's some sort of tax deductible we could get for.
Great. Aaron, can you make note of that?
I will
We'll-
look into
We'll
that.
investigate that.
I'll
Thank you,
find it.
Maggie.
Thank you.
I just had one other question. When we did this a few years ago, it was a real struggle we purchased some. I don't remember if it was just for Chromebooks, but I thought we had made a deal with someone and then they said yes, and then they just never came for a long time. So
It's not the pandemic though.
I can answer that. That was
Pandemic, yeah.
sorry. So that was during COVID, and there was mass shipping delays, and the delay in those Chromebooks was a result of shipping delays.
But we're good with order. There's no delay anymore.
Yes, actually, thanks to COVID, there's been a stockpile. So
Okay.
they've been, they're trying to catch and meet the demands. So therefore they made more than they need. So there's adequate stock. Hopefully we'll be able to get them, hopefully by September. I'm hoping sooner.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
So it does. All right, is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Quinn, for the second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, B-34-2324, the contract for the Little Tykes play equipment.
So this contract is actually for the equipment that Nancy so graciously described prior. Approval is recommended.
All right, are there any questions? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Quinn. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Jen. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, Paul, you're done. Good job. You had a lot tonight. All right, Celia, you're up. B-35 is 2324, the purchase of Hermosa Valley School Library furniture.
So it's recommended that the purchase of library furniture from Poppins Furniture. The Hermosa Valley Library has been there for a while, and some new furniture. It needs a nice cozy feel with some flexible seating for our students. So it's recommended that you approve.
Great.
All right, are there any questions?
Did students choose the furniture, or did it come with that in mind, or was it?
They worked with students. I mean, this was done via Miss Bledsoe
Okay,
with student ASB as well.
thanks.
Any other questions? Motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Jen. Second.
Second.
Thank you, Quinn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. All right, B-36-2324, the purchase of Frog Street curriculum.
So it's recommended that the board approve the purchase order for Frog Street Transitional Curriculum and Professional Development. As our students are getting younger and younger in transitional kindergarten, we do need a curriculum that's developmentally and age appropriate for students.
Are there any questions? All right, seeing none, is there a motion?
So
So-
moved.
Thank you, Maggie. Is a second?
Second.
Thank you, Jen. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, last one, record time. P-06-2324. Certificate employment transaction, hire the Hermosa Valley School interim principal.
Just recommended the board to approve an interim contract with a Sandy Scora, interim principal, comes from Torrance Unified. This is going to support our campus during the current principal, Ms. Bledsoe's temporary leave, just for a short period of time. Going to help keep that campus running smooth. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Is there any questions? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Jen. Second.
Second.
Thank you, Quinn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Welcome. All right, board member roundtable. We'll start this end. Quinn. Nothing. Maggie.
Nope. Excited for
Nothing.
start of school.
Yep. Jen.
And my only thing is like, yeah, I know I had talked to a constituent earlier who mentioned, and we were just gonna start thinking when we think about Chromebooks and weights of backpacks and books for kids in the future as we go along here, and think about new Chromebooks in the future for middle schoolers, just they're pretty heavy backpacks, and just the health of kids. So just something to keep in mind as I know we're all I think about it all the time as a parent. So that's all. It's all on my roundtable today.
All right. Thank you, Jen. All right. August 24th. Just keep it in mind. Enjoy your last couple of weeks of summer. And with that, is there a motion to adjourn? Thank you, Maggie. A second.
Second.
Thank you, Quinn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting's adjourned. 6:39. Oh, 6:38. The clock up there is fast.